Hello, everyone, and welcome to Serenity's Unfiltered podcast, not podcast, podcast, as this is our number 13, and this is our second edition where we have members of Santa's Surprise Squad. Woo, yeah. Yay. So it's always fun to have special guests, so we have someone else to interact with and talk to. So we'll talk a little about what they do, what we are, who we are as Serenity Salon and Spa. And it's a great way to cross-promote. So we get to know other businesses. They interact with other businesses. So it's kind of a fun, little different thing that we like to do periodically. So let's get right into it. We're going to go with number one, which is usually our intros. And then Jake here will talk about what the Santa Surprise Squad is if you don't know. So everyone, let's go in order. We're going to start with you. We're going to talk about, talk about who you are, what organization you're with, either Serenity or Santa Surprise Squad, how long you've been with them, and what you do.
Well, hi, everyone. I'm Alexis, and I work at Serenity. I'm an associate here, and I've been here for about almost 3 years now.
I'm Carly, and I'm with Serenity, and I've been here for about 3 months now, and I'm the front desk.
My name is Aaron. I'm part of Serenity Salon and Spa. I'm one of the owners. I do the website, payroll, scheduling. I do the fun editing of these videos. And I've been with us since we got it about 5.5 years ago.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for having us. My name is Jake Hallen. I'm the program director for Santa Surprise Squad, which we have been doing since 2023.
Hi, my name is Emma Klein. I am the season choreographer for Santa Surprise Squad, and I've been here since we started in 2023.
Cool.
Hi, my name is Bella Mayorga. I'm a performer in Santa Surprise Squad. This is my second year.
That's awesome. Okay, fun stuff. I have so many questions for you guys, but we'll get into that a little bit later. All right, so Jake, for those that don't know, who maybe they just happen to not watch last year's podcast, which I believe was number 7, which you could still watch on YouTube. We'll put the link down below. Maybe go over the what you guys do, what you're about, and all the fun stuff.
Awesome. So Santa Surprise Squad is a community organization based out of Tracy. Santa Surprise Squad does holiday flash mob performances. Flash mobs are kind of a lost treasure, if anyone remembers what they are, back from like 2012, where people in public spaces out of nowhere, it seems out of nowhere, break into a big dance number. And so we do these unique holiday performances to raise awareness and support for children in foster care. And so every year we partner with a nearby or national foster agency that supports our mission, supports each other's missions, and we partner with them to raise money and awareness for said foster agency.
That's pretty awesome. So I love the fact that you guys are providing a benefit, a lot of entertainment too, which Elisa and I and some other members of the salon have got to witness, which is pretty cool. You never know where you're at. You could be at the mall, someone's house, and all of a sudden they come out to start dancing for a few minutes, which is really fun and cool.
I want you guys to break out in front of me. Like, I don't want to know. I just want it to happen.
Which, I think we still have to coordinate something here, right? So we could talk about that a little bit later.
It's going to happen.
So let's go ahead and put up the video, and we will talk about the video as we watch it. All right, so who is that dancing?
I wish I knew who it was.
Okay, I was like, Jake, if that's you, you're holding out.
I used to tell Bella, I was like, yep, that's me in the beginning. She was like, that's not you.
Wait, you should make it Aaron. He does things.
Just like a silhouette of Aaron.
No, I might hurt something.
So this was us at our season finale our 2024 season. We were in the famous Ghirardelli Square in San Francisco.
Oh, cool.
So this is one of their just regular nights in December where they're, people all around getting excited for the holiday season. And this is us in the Ghirardelli Square office.
So you guys are preparing right now,
this is
right?
Preparing. Yeah, you can see some of the
Okay.
dancers right there getting ready. And this was our last performance. So we did a little SSS on me, SSS on 3.
Cool.
So cool.
How many people did you add since 2023?
Oh, gosh. 2023, I probably had
We had 8 people.
8. And now you're at how many?
This performance in particular probably had 30.
30.
Wow.
30, something around there. So.
I said 2023 because that's when we saw you at an ex-employee's neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the
Yeah.
video we displayed, which had 8 people. So now you guys are showing how many are going to be in this video? Oh,
And it's about 30-ish.
So 30 is
Yeah.
wow, that's a
Yeah.
lot.
And this is the first performance. This was always the first performance where people that were not a part of our organization join the flash mob.
Wow.
That's always
Yeah, it
been
was-
the vision.
yeah.
And people, you can kind of see it where they're like, oh my God, let me join this. Wait, I don't really know how to do the choreography. Let me leave. But it was like cool because that was the entire purpose of these flash mobs are supposed to, the public are supposed to get involved in it. And it's super cool that that actually happened. You know, it's big enough for people to feel comfortable to join it.
This part was so cool too. Like everyone was like watching us and like everyone was like just like surrounding us. It was so like it felt so like, oh my gosh, like I felt like I was
Felt like
in
there's
a
a star
movie.
right there.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is awesome.
Well, it's crazy because you're just going about life,
Yeah.
doing whatever you're doing, and all of a sudden this group starts dancing, right? Just another way to spread holiday cheer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love this video because you can see so many of our audience members actually getting to watch it.
Oh, that's my grandma. My
There's
mom.
your mom. I see her right there, mom right there.
Who's filming?
We had a few different some of our creative support volunteers scattered throughout the audience, and then we get to put it all together in the end. It's so fun. The part of these performances, the actual surprise part of the performance.
Yeah.
That it's like when we disperse, like that video that you saw us dispersing from the office. You get to go out there and like only you and a few others know what's about to happen, and
Got
it's
it.
like it's magical getting into like you see each other, you're like. Shh, stop.
Yeah.
We have some of our. Oh wait, not yet. We have another group joining in a second, so it just gets bigger and bigger.
Okay.
And then near the end, there's Bella in the front. So in the front, you see Bella in the pink. That's her. That's Bella joining us today. See some of those are the performers right there. The one in the red shirts and stuff.
Got it.
And they haven't joined yet, but. See, she's recording. She's trying to make it
They're
seem
ready to
like
go.
she doesn't. She don't make it seem like she doesn't know what's going on. See more. We have some more performers join.
You're pulling a ruse on people. That's
Yeah.
what you're pulling a ruse.
That's what we teach people. So we're trying to make it seem like they don't like. It's almost like acting class. It's like we're like, this is what you need to act like when you're there.
Sure.
Shop in the nearby stores. We give them shopping bags. We
Yeah.
give them, we give them things to wear. This season, what we're doing, we've just introduced this where we'll have our performers wearing like parody clothing. So imagine if we were here, we would be wearing, instead of a Serenity shirt, we'd be wearing it would be maybe like the same logo, but instead of it saying Serenity, it would say Santa's Salon and Spa.
Yeah.
But like you wouldn't even notice
cool.
it because like from afar you're like, oh, it's Serenity Salon and Spa,
Yeah.
Things like Santa's King, talking about Burger King, things like that.
Now, for anyone watching, we have to mute the audio because you guys are dancing to actual Christmas carols or
Yes.
music, right? And we don't want to strike on YouTube, so we have to mute it. But when you're watching these live, they are playing real music, typically Christmas music from what I've seen in the past. And so, yeah, it's not just dancing to nothing. It's to Christmas music.
Show it up until because he runs a flag around.
Now, is this the same amount of people that started, or is it starting to expand?
So this is much. Yeah, I think this is up to Group B. So what we did last year, it changes every year. Usually our formation for our flash mobs, just trying to find the best system. And this is Group B. So we did A, B, and C, and then the way that people were organized into those by like availability or dance, how good they were at dancing in general. See, we have Group C coming in here. That's Emma's group that she managed.
So now you guys are really
Yeah, so this is
getting
where
up
it
in
really
numbers there.
they got pretty big.
And at this point, the crowd's like, "Oh my gosh, who else is joining in on this?" Like, what's the point?
Like everyone in the
Yeah.
crowd.
Like, Mom, Dad, are you joining in? Grandma? That'd be awesome. If you guys could get a dancing grandma, that would be great.
That would be like hilarious.
That would be legit.
She like drops her her
Drops the cane.
Drops the cane.
So how much work does it go into planning like a flash mob?
Touch on the song.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
So in the very beginning of the season, actually we're in that kind of time right now where we're taking performers for 2025. So Aaron, put information in the description if you could.
Yeah.
So that's the first part of it is just getting people to join it. So we have ads going up everywhere. We have flyers everywhere, and all these unique marketing, strategies that we do to get people joining flash mob. Because the thing is that people want to join flash mobs. Everyone's like, people daily around the world are probably saying, wow, Remember flash mobs? Like, what happened to those? But we're here. We're doing
Bringing
that.
them back.
Yeah. And so that's the first part of it, getting people, together. And then they're placed based on what they put on their form into different performance groups. This year we're doing squads 1 through 6.
So do you get people just from your school or like just everywhere?
It's everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. So it just so happened that we're also high school students.
Okay.
But yeah, it's everywhere. We have people from Manteca, Livermore, Stockton, Sac, everywhere that join, all ages, and it's so exciting when they come in. It's like we have like old couples in there. They're like, yeah, we've been trying to get out of the house. Like, this is such a fun experience. And you want to go into like what it looks like for the rest of
So really, it's like literally like we've been planning this since like April. We started in April, and then we go through like January. Like that's where we like start to like end and then start again. We start again in 3 months. But yeah, like after that, me and my choreographers, we start planning like all the music. We get all the music together. We're like, what are we gonna start with? What are we gonna end with? And we have to like choreograph based on like people's like skills level.
Yeah.
So we can't do like super hard, or, like super like mediocre. But like for like the squads, it's really like also a part of that. Like the squads, we like last year we had Group A, Group B, Group C, and Group C was like the lower level, and then Group B was like, oh, yeah, I can dance.
Yeah.
And like A was like, oh, like, yeah, I'm gonna like perform.
But I guess you could have like an advanced level, like, okay, level, or I don't know, maybe you do this, maybe you don't, but you could have like Team A, like they're the primary dancers. These are people like, they could be on these shows, right? And then you have your B, like your, maybe the next step down, but you could expand. And then you have your C. Maybe it's people like me that maybe they're not that coordinated, but they want to be part of it. Right?
Yeah.
Do you guys ever do something like that? Or maybe you have like more advanced dancers?
Yeah.
In a certain...
So our squads are separated into, the reason why we're saying squads and groups are 2 different things. It's like a new way of, organizing the group this year. So we have 6 squads, and each squad is on their registration form. They get to tell us, hey, I'm being honest, I only want to go to 1 or 2 performances. Okay. And then we'll put you into a squad based on that, because we don't want you to put, we don't want you to put you in squad 1, which is like incredibly important to make sure that you're kind of a lot of our performances, and then you can never be there. And then we can also on there, we're like, hey, when can you show up? Rehearsals, these are rehearsal times. When are you available? Okay, she can't do Saturday mornings. She can't be in squad 2, and things like that. Working around everyone's schedule, every family schedule, every work schedule, and ensuring that the people who really are really good dancers are highlighted.
Okay.
In our performances.
So you do something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you guys rehearse?
So we have a studio.
Oh, that's cool.
It's off of the 205. It's like around the corner from Denny's in now area. But it's in the Larch Road Commerce Center. Okay. And so we have a studio. That's where we have our creative support office. And then we have a big dance room where we perform where we rehearse. And then we have the outside where we have like the full group dance rehearsals.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
That is cool. Do you guys have any interesting stories from the past? Maybe like I don't want to go negative, but maybe a major mistake or something you really pulled off that you weren't expecting, or something that came out of nowhere, or something that's very memorable.
Bella, do you have that one from Weberstown?
Last year we were performing at
Weberstown in
at
Stockton.
Weberstown Mall, and a performer got really excited, and she was right in the center, like super big dynamic performance, and she just starts throwing up.
Oh no.
But she was right in the center of the performance, so she had to walk past everyone to get, off stage.
She gave us permission to give the story. She said make it viral.
Yeah.
Much love.
But it kind of caught like the other performers like off track for a second. We're like, wait, what's going on? But then we kept dancing. But it was just kind of funny in the moment.
At the end, I go out with a microphone and I like tell people like what they just saw and like who we are and stuff. And I was like slipping in the throw up while I was talking. So I was like, hi guys. We're Santa Surprise Squad. That was a story worth telling.
There's a lot.
There's a lot though.
Yeah, I'm sure. And so I'm like, okay, maybe we don't want to tell you. What's the largest crowd that you guys have performed in?
Surprisingly, like, it's either Vintage Fair or Ghirardelli, I would say.
I think it was Vintage Fair because there's like 2 stories. So like the whole second story, it was everyone just crowding over. It was, oh my gosh, it was amazing.
That's awesome.
You look up, you're like, oh my gosh, everyone is looking.
Yeah, because you think it's just the crowd in front of you, and you look up. What?
Is the goal to get to a point where you're performing in front of like an NBA game or like a minor league game? You know what I mean? Like you're performing in front of 20,000. Have you guys ever?
Funny that you said that.
Oh,
We can't say anything right now. but-
Okay. All right. Stick around. Stick around. Just keep following up. All right. I'm spilling the beans there. There's one more question that I wanted to ask, but I just keep getting ahead of myself because it's
No,
so.
it's okay.
Oh yeah, donations. So you guys have come up to us in the past to ask for donations, or people could donate, right? That's where we get
Yeah.
the funds to
Yeah.
keep doing this, right?
So the way our group works is our season operations. So that's things like logistics, speakers, studio needs, things like that are all funded via our sponsors. Our
Serenity Salon sponsors.
our community sponsors, as well as our just individual donors who support our mission. And then after our performances, all of this work that we've done for our performances all ends up going to a great cause because we take donations via cash and card following our performances. And that usually ends up being a pretty good number.
Are you still taking more in 2025?
What was that?
Are you still taking more donation sponsors as in, like, do you still have Saturday, Sundays, or other days throughout the week where you're going to add more to your schedule? Because that's how
like
it goes.
more performances?
Yeah,
or
like
more-
people donate, and then one of the perks is
Oh, you mean like sponsors? Yeah.
yeah, more sponsors, I guess.
We're always looking for more help and more support from our community. So if anyone is watching that's interested in being an individual donor, if you have a business that's ready to shine in the art of a flash mob, we would love to have you. And as Aaron was mentioning, one of the perks for being a sponsor is you get a custom flash mob at your storefront or business.
That's dope.
So
That's cool. I know I'm excited to have
tuned.
ours. Where can they go to contact you guys or donate
Yeah.
or get on the schedule?
So our website is santassurprise.org. So if you guys want to check that out, we have all information. You can watch videos of our old performances. You can meet all of the people who put this on, and also on there you can donate. So as I was mentioning, it's santasurprise.org/donate. We make it really easy. Apple Pay, all that good stuff is all available on there. So
Yeah. So we'll put the link on there so anyone watching, we'll make it really easy for you to click on the link and check out more information for you guys
Thank
too.
you, Aaron.
Cool. Yeah, of course. All right. So we're going to pivot a little bit and talk a little bit about Serenity Salon and Spa.
heck yeah.
Danica was going to make it, and I was excited to have her only because she's been here a few times. But, that's okay. She had a family emergency, and she couldn't make it. But that's okay. We still have plenty to talk about. As far as Serenity Salon and Spa, we are in Tracy. We're downtown, 67 East 10th Street.
Love downtown.
Thank you.
That's the best.
Yes. 209-833-6711 if you have questions or you want to book. But basically, we are an employee-based hair salon. And we're different being an employee-based salon because most salons have renters, booth renters, where everyone's kind of their own private business. And we never knocked that business model. We've done it before. Just it wasn't for us when we did it in the past because when you have renter-based, there's not really necessarily a culture. It just wasn't the way we wanted to have people work with us or for us. And it wasn't the way we wanted to give customers the best experience. So we slowly transitioned to employee-based, which was not easy. Do I recommend it? No. So you have to have a lot of patience. It's a lot of patience. It's a lot of things behind the scenes that people just don't see. And any small business owner who has employees would probably understand that. But we don't regret it. We definitely don't regret it. We feel like we've established a pretty good home for a lot of hairstylists coming out of school because they get some education, but for the most part, they don't know where to go to from there.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the number one thing we hear when we're doing interviews out of school is, I got some education, just not enough. Cool. This is the perfect opportunity to finish your education and then go into your career with us, right? We're not just a job, we're a career. We have career paths. So you could do so many other things with Serenity, right? You guys have seen that. It's not just do hair. We offer so many opportunities. Elisa also is a Redken educator. She has a great path if you want to be an educator as well. We have a leveling system that's based off experience, education, goal setting, all that stuff. Yeah. So a lot of the stylists that we have love it because there's a path to go to. It's not just, we'll take clients and that's all you do. So I want to turn it to you, Alexis and Carly, two of our employees. Carly is front desk. Alexis is an associate looking to become a stylist in a few months, hopefully. Give them your experience with Serenity Salon and Spa and what you've noticed, how it's different, and like the perks it's given you.
Yeah, I definitely think it's different from any like salon that just is like booth rental, because I think my favorite thing about the salon and what you guys like have built for us is that we're able to come to work, and once we leave, like, we don't have to worry about work. When you're a booth renter, you have to communicate with clients.
Yeah.
You have to constantly post, book appointments, move appointments. And I just, like, once we're here, like, we don't have to do that. Like, we have a front desk who books our appointments. Or if we need to call in sick, our front desk moves our appointments. We don't really deal with anything. We just get to go home and have an outside life.
Work-life balance is what we
Work-life
call it.
balance. Yeah, exactly. That's one of my favorite things. And also the education, especially because it can be so expensive. Having that perk here where Erin and Elise said they do help pay for our education with like retail and things like that. So I think that's also another big benefit, is because the percentage is so low of how many hairstylists continue their education. I think that's really great that we get to do that. There's about 10%, right? I think.
That 10% of stylists continue education once they graduate, which is only 10%.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Because
So
the hair world's
closing the gap.
constantly changing. Like, you know,
It
you
is
never know
changing.
you don't know everything. So
Yeah.
I feel like
You guys are
that
closing
number
that
needs to
gap.
be higher.
Yeah.
Trying to anyway.
That's awesome.
Carly, how about you? What's your kind of experience? And you've been there 3 months, but what have you noticed?
It's all like just a big family, and everyone's very welcoming. And like, if I need help with anything, like, everyone's willing to help and like help each other out. And it's just everyone.
that's definitely.
And that's a big perk too, right?
Yeah.
Because we're all employees, including Elisa and myself. We are a true team, not individuals working in the same building, right? Which is a big thing. So we kind of talked about the experience for employees, but for a guest perspective, I think the biggest thing is like life happens, things happen. Someone calls out sick, or sometimes their stylist isn't available, but a guest could call in and you have access to 11, 10, 12, whatever it is, hairstylists. And if your stylist isn't available, you can book with anyone else.
Yeah.
We're all trained together. We have great experience, extensive training as well. But we also provide what we feel is a different experience, because we do try to make customer service our number one service that we provide, the hair secondary.
Yeah.
Right. We try to sell everyone on the experience, where we have a nice custom waiting area with our own videos, including this. This
just
may be
enjoyed it.
a
Yeah.
video that we play, right? If you go to a hair salon, to be honest, a lot of them don't have any waiting area or anything playing. You're just
Go
whatever
sit
you
in
have
that
on
chair
your
over
phone.
there. Yeah.
Just sit on the chair and we'll be right with you, right? So we try to provide that experience for them. We offer complimentary drinks, which is nice. Someone told me today that they offered a mimosa to a client. The client took them. They're like, "How much for the mimosa?" Like, it's a one-time free drink per visit.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, that's so cool," right? So a lot of perks as well. And just a whole different experience in our nice, quiet Serenity room. It's nice and peaceful. Like this month in September, we're offering a complimentary spa treatment when you add any other treatment. So you're just sitting there. A lady literally was like falling asleep.
I love when they fall asleep.
Yeah,
It's my
it's so
favorite.
cool
I'm like,
because
I
it's
know
such a
you're gonna
compliment.
text me
It's
now.
nice and peaceful, nice music. Someday I would love to put like in-ceiling speakers and you have like waterfall sounds from there. Like, how cool would that be, right?
Fancy.
Yeah, super cool. But she's falling asleep, and I brought in Laura, and I was showing her how to fill up the steamers, right? And we're talking. The lady didn't even budge. She was just so in her own world. It's just super peaceful.
I
and
feel
quiet.
bad though when they're sleeping and I have to like okay,
I know.
like it's time to go.
I know you're
Like,
loving
no,
it, but
10 more minutes, and I'm like, oh, we really have to go.
Well, I think that's so cool. That's why we like try to offer the treatments, because it's more time in the Serenity room where you really get to enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
No, yeah, for sure.
Anything you guys want to add about Serenity? That
I want to add to like our culture. Like I think it's important that I love coming to work. Like I know Carly loves coming to work. Like I've worked at different jobs where I haven't always loved going to work.
Yeah, know the
Yeah,
feeling.
But
We
it's,
all
like,
know the
coming
feeling
here, like,
sometimes.
I love everybody here. Like the vibe and everything is great. Like it feels like it doesn't feel like I'm working.
No, yeah.
Like I'm hanging out with
That's
my
important.
friends and my family.
It's a unique experience where no matter who's working, you're enjoying it.
Right.
Like I've worked at jobs like, oh, these people are working, it's not quite as fun. Or, oh, this manager working. But like, no matter if it's 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, we're just all enjoying it, which is a pretty rare combination.
For sure. It really is.
We do have the best vibe. That's why it's called the Serenity Vibe.
Heck
We
yeah.
do.
Serenity Vibe. Don't mind it.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions for us about the salon
It's more of like,
or experience? I mean,
No, yeah.
I know you haven't got your hair, but you've been here.
yeah, I've been here a lot.
plenty of
Yeah,
times.
yeah. This is something that Bella says all the time, and I stole it from her. But people yearn for community.
Yeah.
People all around the world. It's the same reason why we do what we do. Is that people all around the world are especially past COVID, people are looking for connection.
Yeah.
And for you guys to offer something that not only offers that for your employees but your clients is incredibly important. I applaud you guys for doing that.
Yeah.
And just basing your guys' brand off that, it's like you guys are all family here, and you guys are, this is the Serenity Vibe.
Yeah.
You guys, welcome to the Serenity Vibe. That's awesome. Like, I commend you guys for doing that.
Like, I met you guys today, and I was like, hey, I'm like really jealous right now. You guys are so
That's
welcoming.
cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you guys are so awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, of course. And thank you for filling in as well. But that's one thing that we have heard when we have interviews. Someone that's never met us before, just contact or email. They'll come in, and when we say, how is everything? Oh, your front desk was so welcoming. Like, I love the vibe here. That's such a compliment, right?
is.
Because
Yeah.
when they walk in, they don't know us. They don't know front desk. And front desk doesn't know who they are.
Right.
We're just treating them like every other guest. So we try to give them, kill them with kindness, give them that best customer service.
Yeah.
Even they feel like, oh, I could see myself here,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
We were.
Ellie, yeah, we've had a few customers. Ellie was one of our customers too with Vianney, and then Vianney was
Really?
telling her,
Wait, I
yeah,
didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Yeah, Vianney was telling her about the leveling system and all that, and Ellie was like, oh, that sounds cool. So then she graduated, and she worked, I think, at Super Cuts or Great
Yes,
Clips
I
for like
think,
3 or 4
yeah.
months, learned all the clipper techniques, and then she applied here, and I'm like, you got a great resume, you
Yeah.
love what you hear, let's bring you on.
Mhm.
She's been
Yeah.
great. So yeah,
She is great.
so it's pretty cool when a
Yeah.
customer
I like that
converts.
people like feel welcomed when they walk in, because I know I've been to a couple different salons, and like it's just intimidating walking into a salon and everyone's just like staring at you.
Yeah.
And so it's nice when like you walk in and everyone's like, hi, how are you? Because I've been places and it's like everyone's just staring at you, and I'm like, what
And
am I
it's
supposed to do?
awkward,
Like, I'm
right?
scared. Like,
So right away, that
yeah.
first 10 seconds, you're like, gosh, do they even care that I'm here? Does anyone notice I'm here? That's
Right.
why, like, sometimes you'll see our front desk is very busy, like doing a lot of stuff in the back. And when they're doing like the towels and drapes and stuff like that, you could see the front desk. And sometimes when someone walks in, they're like, welcome to Serenity.
like running down
just we're coming. But, they're acknowledged,
Yeah.
right? So they're
Yeah.
all,
Come.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that is pretty cool. Yeah, I do love that.
You were wondering when we came.
I had a question about where your guys' name Serenity stemmed from.
Well, that would be a great question for Elisa, but I think it just came down to we bought the salon when it was Allure, but we wanted a fresh start.
Yeah.
So Serenity is just like you're at peace,
Yeah.
like peace, and that's why we love it. To call the shampoo room the Serenity Room.
Yeah.
'Cause you just feel quiet, at peace, calm, and that's where we try to. What's that? Well, we try to that's the experience you get. Is a nice, peaceful, calm. Like I said, we try not to make the haircut and the coloring the number one service. It's how we treat you and just, so you feel calm.
Yeah.
That's the best way to explain
No.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
For
many
sure.
people love our name. I hear about it
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like unforgettable almost.
they're like, oh
yeah.
my gosh, Serenity, and you walk in and it's Seren. Like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should just call it Aaron and Elisa's hair salon.
Yeah.
That would have been a hit. That would have been a huge hit.
Wait, I'm curious. What if you guys have? Do you guys have? What's your next step? That's what I'm curious about. Do you guys have a long-term goal for Serenity, or have you guys already reached it?
We do have long-term goal. It used to be have multiple salons, but we don't want to do that. We want to concentrate. The best advice we got is concentrate on the salon and the employees that you have. Because if we open another salon, we're diverting our attention, and we don't want to split it. So we're trying to make this place the best that we can. I think ultimately the long-term goal is we really, really, really want to provide health benefits to employees, because unless you're working for a big corporation, hairstylists don't have benefits. They don't have 401k. They don't get vacation pay. They don't earn all that stuff. We're almost there. We do 401k, 3% price match. That's unheard of for a small business. Vacation pay for full-timers, holiday pay. So we acknowledge 6 holidays. So even if you're not working, we're just going to pay you because you're full-time. It's a thank you. But our next step is try to get dental and medical. We're probably a couple years away, but that is our dream goal, because when we do that, we are truly providing like a life experience for our employees, where you could be with somebody, but you don't have to just financially. Like, you could self-support yourself. You could buy a car, you could rent an apartment, you could buy a house. And just so you guys know, you could Google this right now. If you Google how much does the average hairstylist make in California full time, what's the answer, Alexis?
Isn't it like $40,000?
$43,000, the average full time. You have to remember that we have big cities like San Diego, San Francisco, LA. These stylists are making bank, right? 6 figures, 150, probably 200. So for every one of those stylists, you probably have about 10 or 12 making probably 30, 35,000. Hairstylists don't make a lot of money just for various reasons. What's that? They touch a lot of money, but they don't keep it, because you gotta pay supplies, rent, all that stuff. I mean, I can go into detail, but you don't actually keep it. So, for our stylists, for the first full year to make over 43,000, like, we're very proud of that, to have that structure. But our goal ultimately is benefits. Like, we want people to be like, this is their home for their career. This is why we stress it's not a place for a job. It's not a place for a hobby. This is career. Like, you want to see yourself long-term here, then this is a perfect home for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Super, super cool.
Yeah. So that's our big goal. How about you guys? Like, what's your goal in 5 or 10 years? Without spoiling anything.
No, yeah.
Apparently I spoiled something.
No, it's okay. I would love to see, I love Santa Surprise Squad. Like, it is my baby, because it is my baby. But, Same
here. Like, this is our baby.
I would love to see the art of the flash mob grow in my life, beyond Santa Surprise Squad.
So if others popped up, you wouldn't look at it as competition. You're like, wow, we influenced them. Now they're doing it.
It's my favorite thing is I think you tagged me in it the other day, Bella. There was this video on TikTok. It was like a flash mob style thing where people just started doing things out of nowhere. It's like where they came out of the windows.
Yeah.
It was like it was like
Wait,
Italy.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
And that's pretty much, that's almost, it's not dancing, but it's a flash mob.
Right,
You know?
yeah.
And I had my dad tag me in it, Bella tagged me in it. I had a bunch of people tag me in it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like, makes me happy that you guys think of me when you see this. And it's a magical thing. It's going crazy viral and on platforms, because that's what flash mobs are. They're so magical. They're just bringing these random bursts of happiness to people, and that's what the goal is.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I love that. All right, so we got a couple more segments here. I think for you guys, do you guys have any upcoming events that you want to promote out there? Obviously, the goal is to surprise things, right? Surprise people and surprise events. But is there anything you want to talk about or advertise?
That's kind of what we have.
Join our flash mobs, please. They are so much fun. But yeah, just even if like, it's like people like really like are like, oh, like we like that's embarrassing, like just like dancing in front of people, that's weird, like that's not a thing.
Yeah.
But like, it's so much fun because you just get to see everyone's emotions just come at you, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like I probably made someone's day, like, and they were at the mall just like eating a pretzel, like you're like, oh my gosh, like I want to join that.
Yeah.
That's super
Join the
cool.
magic.
It's magical.
It's so much fun.
And this year we've really focused on our creative support team. So if dancing is not your thing, I'm the worst dancer in the world. I don't dance, but because we have other opportunities besides dancing. We have a creative support team, so that's photo, video, setup, cleanup, all that kind of stuff. So if people are interested in joining us, we'd love to have you guys.
Yeah.
It's santasurprise.org /season-registration.
Yeah.
So
Join the team.
Join the team.
Awesome. Love that link. Now, you said you're the lead choreographer.
Yes.
Do you find that you're helping people learn how to dance?
Yeah, well,
So for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am a dance teacher at my studio.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I have a little bit of experience, and I love teaching like people like the art of dance. It's so like fun and like heartwarming, and everyone loves to dance. Like everyone loves a good groove. Yeah. And yeah, I feel like, and especially last year I had like kind of like the older people and the people that like didn't dance as much. And they were like, I love the way like you teach, you go bop, bop, bop. And like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Like I really like put like my heart and soul into it, and I want them to understand. So like I do kick, ball, change, step, step, step. And they're like, I can remember it because you're saying it in my head. And like,
that's cool.
Yeah, so
people would tell me
I
that
loved it.
People that our older members would come up to me about talking about Emma, and they're like, "Oh my God, she makes it so easy to understand it."
Well, that's good. That's good.
Okay, give another one.
I mean,
Move the shoulders. Besides yourself, who's the best dancer? Is it Bella?
she is one of our friends center dancers for almost every
for
routine.
sure.
So yeah.
Very cool. All right, awesome. As far as like upcoming events for Serenity, we usually like to do like a Christmas party. We did one last year, but it was on a Sunday at, I think we did it kind of late at 7. So later this year, if you're following our Instagram, Facebook, we hope to do it, but we'll probably do it like earlier, maybe 4 o'clock. So you could bring your kids out there and still hang out for a couple hours. Usually we do like a meet Santa type deal. Last year we had the sled out there. I don't know if we'll do that again, but usually we do something like that. As far as education, for our staff, we have education ongoing on the 29th, so our staff is getting more educated there. What we're hoping to do is we have an incentive for our staff. If they could reach a certain goal in any specific month, we want to bring in a platform artist from Redken. And these are, when I say platform artists, these are like the best of the best.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to
celebrities.
Yeah, like they're like celebrities, right? They're like high end, top end, and they're Elisa's friends, and she texts them.
I see her on Facebook posting all the cool things. Yeah.
Go to lunch with them and stuff. But yes, Elisa's slowly becoming an artist like that, where she's hoping to assist those artists. She had one, but it canceled. But that's like what she does on the side. She educates. But these people have done what she's done, but like they're performing in front of, I don't know, thousands of people, which is crazy. So you could book with them with points. So if you guys are ever looking to buy shampoo, conditioners, any products, if you buy them from us, not only are you supporting a small business, but those points go towards bringing those educators in. So it's not like we have to just use cash, right? We can use points, cool. Which is awesome because I don't want to say it's free. It's a lot of work, but it's not coming directly out of our pocket. It's that support from all that retail goes towards bringing those artists. So we're hoping to have that early next year. That's my goal. That's kind of mentally my plan. We're getting kind of late in the year. It's September, so I don't know if we'd be able to book something like that, but I know we can do it. It just, we just got to make sure that we're educating clients on why products are important when you get your hair done. It's not, here, buy this because we're trying to make money. That's not the point. We don't make a lot of money on retail, but it's really to support the small business and have those points go to education. So that's fun. In fact, if you go to our YouTube channel, if you're not on it already, you could actually see we had Johnny Stiletto. Is that how you pronounce his name? Stiletto. He came out and he's like a big time motivator. And that was such a cool class that we had with our staff.
That's awesome.
Carly wasn't here yet, but you were here.
Yeah.
And he has all these exercises, and you're bound to like get teary-eyed at least 3 or 4 times during a class. And you just feel pumped up and motivated and stuff like that. So if we earn this incentive, we're going to give them the option. You could have him out again, or you could have someone else. But yeah, so those are the upcoming events for Serenity. So we're kind of excited about that. Yeah, of course. All right. So the last thing before we do closing segments, we're going to do a little bonus segment. This was not on your guys' itinerary, right?
Okay, yeah.
So what we like to do when we do these podcasts is it's kind of, if it's not hair education, it's kind of what you do during the summer, or name a time when you did this, right? So we kind of try to have fun with that stuff. So I'm going to keep it easy because I don't want to put you guys on the spot with something super difficult, right? But here's the question, and it's kind of different because we're in 2 different groups. But if you guys weren't doing Surprise Squad, right? If you weren't doing this, what would you do to fill your time, right? Because you put a lot of time into this. What would you do to entertain yourself? What would you do? And if you guys weren't hairstylists or front desk working at Serenity, what other job do you think you would do? Right? So I'll go first.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say, because I thought about it, it's probably easy. It gives you guys a little bit more time. I come from the retail world, selling internet, cell phones. So I would be doing that. But since I'm here, this is what I'm doing, supporting my wife, supporting the staff. And yeah, that's pretty much what I would do if I'm not at Serenity. How about you, Alexis?
If I were not here, I would probably be working with little kids. Yeah, at my last job, I worked at a preschool and I loved it. I like doing hair more, but
Yeah.
I did love it. So if I wasn't doing hair,
That
I
would be
would
the
definitely
secondary.
work with kids. Yeah, I love little kids, though. Little kids.
If I wasn't here, I'd probably be laying in my bed.
I like that honest answer.
What are they saying? No lies detected. No lies detected. That would be Carly. Keeping it real with Carly.
That's the title of this.
Yeah. All right. So I'm interested in your guys' answers. If you weren't doing Santa Surprise Squad, what would you be doing, Jake?
Oh.
How would you feel all this time? I know you guys put a lot of time into this.
No, yeah. Throughout my life, I've really worked in like community projects, whether I founded them or not. And so if I wasn't doing Santa Surprise Squad, I would definitely have more time to work on my other projects that I currently have, or create even more for the city of Tracy that I love so much.
So you just love doing community work.
I do.
Just a good guy, Jake. You're just a good guy.
Thank you, Aaron.
That's awesome.
You guys are amazing people
Yeah.
too. Thank you.
How about you, Emma?
If I wasn't in like Santa Surprise Squad, I would be doing like all my other stuff that I do because I have a lot of activities. I am very busy.
Are you talking sports?
Yeah,
Or,
I go to school, and then after that's cheer practice, and then after that is studio dance. I teach and I dance. So yeah, that's every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Santa Surprise Squad, Thursday, dance, Friday, cheer, football game, Saturday. Oh, I don't even know if I had Saturdays free. That would be excellent. But yeah, I do comp,
So you do kind of all that and Santa Surprise Squad right now. Wow.
It's very just.
And the
Pop
cool
back to
thing
one.
about our director teams that are the directors and I guess members that are in school is that you're doing Santa Surprise Squad while you're also in school. So
Yeah.
like I'll be like in my GovEcon class and I'm like, okay, hi Aaron, thanks. I can't wait to be on next week. But yeah.
Like emailing back.
Wait, do you cheer for the high school?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I did too. Fun.
Oh, cool.
Honestly, if I wasn't in Santa Surprise Squad, I would still want to do something very similar, but with dancing, because that's like what I still want to do regardless. And
Yeah.
I would like hope to start my own studio eventually.
Okay. So you got big dreams.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's super cool. Awesome. I love that. All right. Any closing segments? Anything that you guys have thought about, want to say? Any last closing messages for our thousands and thousands of people watching?
Please join Santa Surprise Squad, and before you join, get your hair done at Serenity.
Yes.
Heck
Get your hair
yeah.
done.
Get looking cute for the flash mob.
Yeah. What's everyone's favorite part of Christmas? Okay, bonus segment. I think just the weather. I love the weather.
I love
Am I ruining that? Am I taking everyone's weather?
No.
What's yours?
Waking up Christmas morning,
Oh.
and running downstairs,
At
seeing
6
all the
a.m.
gifts and the tree, and then opening gifts with my family in the morning.
Okay.
That's fun.
Was that yours, Carly?
Kind of, but I like giving gifts. I like shopping.
She says that.
As she
Sorry,
puts,
because I haven't received a gift.
Not for my.
They're scissors, by the way. I don't know.
Not for my siblings. I like giving gifts to other people besides them.
Yeah, we are related.
Carly loves
Sadly.
shopping, and she puts a little something extra in the bag for her. No.
She does. She loves shopping for herself.
How about you, Jake? What do you like about
Oh.
Christmas season?
It's gonna sound so cliche, but like I love how everyone's just so nice to each other. Like you walk inside, everyone's just like you can see like the Santa. Like you're walking inside Safeway, Santa's like there, he's taking pictures. It's like so magical, and everyone's just like so kind to each other.
Yeah.
And, okay, that's gonna sound like oh my god, this guy, but like I'm seeing so genuine when I say that.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the joy of like just like that season, like everyone's just like, ooh, how many more days till Christmas?
Yeah.
And just like, oh, it's just amazing. Like I'm a big family guy, and I love being with my family, and like I feel like that's like a big super big
Yeah.
holiday in my family, especially. And we're all getting together, we're playing games, eating dinner together, and it's just, watching movies. It's just like I love the joy of Christmas.
Yeah, the sad thing is, as you get older, and the family starts to like get married and move away and do busy things. The nice thing about Christmas, I don't want to say force, but it really, I guess you could say force. It forces you guys to like stop what you're doing, take time off, and be together at least for the day or the night, depending on when you get together. So that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mine is very similar. I love like the sense of community that holidays bring, and like kind of what you said, like you take less focus on your busy life and you're just having fun in the moment, and almost like a sense of nostalgia. Like you just feel like you're a kid again almost.
Like a take off that is like when you go places and you see Christmas trees and Santas and elves and everything's decorated and all that stuff. So, if you're watching around Christmas time, come and check out the salon because Elisa goes to town.
November
on her
1st,
day.
everything will be up.
Yeah, so that is pretty cool. All right. Well, anyone have any other closing thoughts, messages?
Like really quick. I'd like to thank Serenity Salon and Spa for all of you guys
so much
for supporting us every year since we were just those performers, like you said, with those 8 people performing in front of a house. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for having us every year. Thank you so much for sponsoring us every year. And thank you for being amazing people. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing.
This is cool because this is our second edition.
We were really supporting.
He just came in and said, hey, you want to donate? Sure, we'll donate. But look what it's becoming now.
Come back.
Look what it's becoming, right? Not only are we like helping you guys with that, but now this is our second time doing a podcast together. Now we have to do one every year. Now it's just going to become tradition.
I was supporting a high school project.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
At least
I bet Avery came up to you. She's like, "Hey, I have this friend. My little ginger friend. He's like, he does this thing. Like, will you do it?" And you were like, "Yeah, sure. Just come on by." You guys are amazing.
He said, he needs support. And I was like, "What kind of support?" And
Money.
She's like, "Well, like he needs like people to help fundraise." And I was like, "Okay, what is it for?" She's like, "I don't really know." And you dropped off a flyer, and I was like, I have no idea what this is, but it looks like a high school project, and I'm down to support anybody who is driven.
Aw,
So
you guys
I
are
was
so
like,
sweet.
Okay, this dude has a little dream. Let's make it come alive.
So I don't know if the mic is going to pick up everything she said. She's pretty loud, but I don't know if it's going to pick that up. But she was basically saying that what Avery was working here, Avery said, hey, I have a friend that needed, I guess, had a project or something. So Lisa thought she was just donating to a high school project, but it turned out it was Santa's Surprise Squad. And
At that time, it was a high school project. At that time, it was.
So it wasn't like fully formed then?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I think we were only, you couldn't even be over 18, which is weird because I'm almost 18. So it's like I wouldn't have been able to do my own project now. But then it's turned into, like we said.
Yeah. That's super
far
cool.
from that.
Well, I'm
Thank you
glad
guys.
we got to do it again. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for coming. It was awesome. So we'll put all the necessary links in the description below. Please do us a favor. Join our channel. Join their channel. You don't always have to spend money to support a business. If you just follow them on social media, share the content, leave comments. Such a great way to show that you're trying to grow these small businesses and all these other projects that we have going on. So thank you, everybody. Like I said, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and please follow us. We really appreciate it. And we will see you next year in 2026. Bye.
In our future, in our hands. All right. So many dreams. So many
Got the
plans.
Serenity logo out. Me and Jake are buddies. Know where to put my legs, but that's okay.
You got it? You're
Yeah.
I can move. I can go.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're
Sure.
good.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. If you guys have softer voices, Carly, make sure you talk into the mic.
already told
How do you
Okay.
not have